everyone. It's Little Fishy, and as you may know, I'm making a texture pack. I've released a version of it recently, and some of y'all wanted to know, what does it look like in-game? For some of the textures, I didn't actually end up being able to put what they looked like online, so I'll be showing you. I've loaded up a new creative world, and I'll be showcasing hopefully all, if I remember, of the textures. Starting with, this is the grass. And of course, under the dirt. Yep, that's the grass. And then if you come over here, we can see the stone, and it looks like even some coal. And if you watch... yeah. It's based off of the stone texture, the coal texture. Of course, you probably can't see that. But there are two other ores that are also in this texture pack, and that is the gold ore and the iron ore. Where is that? There it is. I just forgot what my own iron ore looks like. That's the iron. And that's the gold. Oh, look, a skeleton. Hang on. Alright, so... this is what the skeletons look like. This is a zombie. Okay, I'm now realizing that they are pretty much the same color. But yeah, there's the dirt, there's glow lichen. It's making the stone a little bit silly. Oh, I hear lava. And I see something. There's a creeper. This is what creepers look like with... Again, for the creeper, I took a leaf texture and just... Can you stop moving? Well, that's the worst place to stop moving. I took a leaf texture and then just put some... turned it into an entity texture. And here's the water. Here's what it looks like. Yep. I think I might have made it a little bit more clear than it is in game, but all the better to see shipwrecks when you're speedrunning, I guess. And there should be lava down here, it sounded like. There's cobblestone. No, this is gravel. Yeah, it's gravel. But I think there may be lava down here. Is that a mine shaft? It is not. It is, in fact, dirt. Oh, we'll head up to the surface. Hold up. That's coal. We'll head up to the surface. There we go. And you might have seen when I loaded it in, this is the wood. And there's the oak leaves. That's not how you spell that. Whatever, I'll just use the tab key. But we should be able to find, yeah, here. Here's a dandelion. And somewhere there should be a poppy as well. Yeah, there's a poppy. Yeah, here's a lot of water. And yeah, it's quite clear actually. Yeah, I guess we'll look at the other mobs we haven't seen yet. There's the spider and the pig. So the spider looks like that. It turns out the thing that I thought was a head this is not the thorax. It's the part between the head and the abdomen. Spiders only have two parts, and then this is the head that I thought was the bit between it. Got the abdomen right, but oops, I think I did something a little bit silly there. There should be a line going from... Can you stop moving, dude? I freeze the tick so he can't move. You get frozen in place. There's supposed to be some lines going like that. There's other stuff too. Yeah, that's the pig. Actually had some corruptions because I kept getting the scaling wrong on the pig and the zombie. That would take out entire chunks of it and leave random stuff everywhere. I didn't need that. So I fixed it. But then there's a lot of blocks that you definitely haven't seen. That's the bricks. But if you look, here's the planks. This is actually from the pre-classic version, as well as the grass and stone and whatever. And then there's other stuff too. If I can find it. Cobblestone and mossy cobblestone, and we'll get the gravel out just to see how it... Somewhere. It's in functional blocks, I think. No, that's infested stuff. Natural blocks, somewhere. It'll be in here somewhere. Like I said, somewhere it'll be. I just have no clue where. No clue where. There's a bedrock. You can see what that looks like. Fine. Gravel. That's the cobblestone. I don't really like that bit there, but I'll change some of it out for the mossy cobblestone. That's what that looks like. And then that's the gravel. I think it tiles pretty well with the cobblestone. Not that that's exactly important, but it's nice. We come over to an area where there's... That's the bedrock, and that's the stone. Does the bedrock... No, it does do the flippy around thing. So yeah, the bedrock is fairly similar to the stone. It's just darker with the red bits from the... that are a big reference to the bottom of the Void Arg. There's other stuff too. Oh yeah, the wool. I guess y'all can see all of the... I'll just drop it in the ocean and then go collect it. Because that's very much the most reasonable thing to be doing with all of my blocks that I want from the creative menu. I mean, there's not really... Oh yeah, I have to fly. In order to fly, I have to fly. Naturally spawning pig. Oh, can I have light gray? There we go. And I think that also does a bit of a... something. I cannot place stuff today. don't know how this is any different from normal, but yeah, I think it tiles pretty well. I don't like that there are these bands of lighter colored pixels. I'll probably fix that later. But yeah, this will be all the colors of wool. Can you move? Thank you. He was probably going to move out of the way anyway, now that I think about it. It's probably very... That is very bright. I don't know, I wonder if I made these a little bit more vibrant than I meant. I guess let me know what you think. But these are very vibrant wool colors. You know, the colors of Minecraft. There's other stuff too, and I can't remember. Why is it just the white wool right there? I made a lot of stuff that's just completely random, and I don't know which ones I made that and which ones I didn't. But I know the bricks should be. There's the bricks. I know I made the bricks. I should have made smooth stone too. Yeah, there it is. I did something with this with the slabs too. And there's the sand. There's a lot of stuff in these updates. Even in classic, it's. But that's the bricks. And then that's the stone. The slabs. I instead of having a separation between it, just made it look exactly like the smooth stone. And then the sand, is sand. Although it might look a little bit more like salt, although that's just what salt looks like in something. Yeah. I feel like I probably had some functional blocks too. Yeah, I definitely did. The heads. The heads are cool. There's the bookshelf. I know the bookshelf I did. But I have no clue where the bookshelf is. There it is. There. That's the bookshelves. That's the sides of the bookshelves. I know there are other blocks and I can never think what they are. I should probably have a list with me next time I do this. Oh yeah. TNT. Made it look like a crate. I'll blow that up. Oh. Utilities. Really see a reason not to. Or to not. So, goodbye. Oh! I know I need to do the lava. You probably want to see what the lava looks like. Where? Why isn't there lava? Oh, there it is. Diamondy, I'm noticing. Can you stop burning? you not do that? Really appreciate if you could not do that. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop burning. So that's the regular lava. I'll probably fix the back and forth thing, because I don't particularly enjoy that. There's something else cool we get to see when we... Let's get a tadpole out, whatever. Creeper. Yay. There's a spider jockey. There's not a spider jockey anymore, there's just a something. Why must you always be looking? Well. There, no more spider jockey. Oh, there's their skeleton. Okay. Well, now there's not skeleton. I heard it die. I heard it stop existing. Now there's not other skeletons. Creeper, for that matter. Or fire, apparently. Creative mode is creative mode. There's a tadpole here, 2 tadpoles. I'll have to make this water infinite, but... I did not want tadpoles. Okay, I got an achievement for right-clicking obsidian. You get friends now. Sorry for blowing up your friends. Yeah, that's the obsidian then. It's a bit stringy, but that's how lava cools as far as I've seen. I'm pretty sure there's other things that I had. Yes, the new and that. Like potion. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice. I don't think there's going to be anything here because it's all items. Except for the netherite, ancient scrap, ancient debris. I think that's all. I don't know, I guess let me know if I missed anything. Because I probably did. Oh yeah, glass. It doesn't have a border. Friends. It didn't break. No. In creative mode, yes. Have a good day.